Up till now, what we have been talking about were the tools which you can use to make your designs look good. But first and foremost, when it comes to implementation, is planning. The first thing you should do when it comes to your design is to know your user. User personas are fictional characters of your ideal users. They include as much information as possible about their hobbies, their demographics, their interests, their schedules, and whatever you can include in them. With this information in mind and in front of you, it will be a lot more easier to make your design decisions, which colors to use, which typography to use, which layout to use. For example, if you're targeting Arabic users, you will have to make sure that your layout starts from right to left instead of left to right. Once you have your personas in mind, the next thing that comes is to look for inspiration that you want your design to look like. But beware, you are not copying your designs, you are just taking inspiration from some other work. Because there is a lot of great work out there and you would want to be inspired from them. A few resources that I use as an inspiration is Dribble. It's a designer portfolio website where great designers share their portfolio and you can search for whatever the key term you are looking for. Another one which I use is One Page Love. It's a collection of one-page sites, single page applications which we also call them, with various templates and themes, and you can take inspiration from there. Another one is Mobin. Mobin is a platform which has curated designs which are already working, tested by users out there. Once you have the mood board, or which we call inspirations for your design, the next step is to create a sitemap. Sitemap is the overall hierarchy of the application. It shows you which information goes where, how the navigation will work, and which piece of information will live on which page. For example, take a look at the sitemap. It shows you a home page, an about page, programs, admissions, and contact us. We can see that this design will belong to a university website. The home page will show the rankings and achievements of the university, recent photos, and events of facilities. The about page will be a longer description and history of university. It may also include faculty and information about their faculty. The programs page will have course curriculum and electives. Admissions will have fee structure and scholarships. And there will be a contact us page in case anyone wants to contact to the university. Once you have all this information, you can start getting your hands dirty with the design. The first stage when implementing the design is called wireframing. Once you have all this information ready, the next step in the implementation is to create wireframes. Wireframes are the low fidelity designs. These are literally sketches of how you want your web page to look like. Don't worry too much about the implementation details. Just sketch out a little bit like these, which show where the information on page will go, where will you show the images, the headings, the subheadings, etc. This will help you create a lot of variations of your web page and layouts you want to create, and then you can choose the best one to go with. Once you have chosen the best one, now it's time for highly detailed mockups. Before you even go in to start coding, you make sure the colors and the typography that you choose will look good when it is implemented. That's when we create the high fidelity designs. Now take your prototypes of wireframes and convert them into actual looking designs. Use the typography you want to use the colors you want to use, and the images that you will include in the actual implementation. By creating mockups, you are saving a lot of time. For example, if you want to change or see different implementations of fonts, you can just change it in the editor. Whereas, if you're implementing the code, you will have to download the font, install it, and then see how it will look on your web page. Whereas, if you just do it while creating your mockups, it would be a lot easier and will save you a lot of time. Wireframes and mockups is an easy tool to get early feedback. You can share your wireframes and mockups with your potential users or your teammates to see if they are performing the intended actions as you wanted your user to perform. With all this information in one place, with the correct use of typography, images, white spacing, layout, hierarchy, and the finished mockups, your design is ready to go for development.